Good day. Good day. I always say good day. I'm not sure if I should say good morning or good afternoon or good night, good evening, because people do their work at different times. So it could be morning, it could be afternoon, it could be evening, it could be night. So whatever time it is, I wish you the very best. In today's posts, you're going to spend some time watching some video and doing some listening exercises to people who are visiting doctors' offices. So they are going to be doing what we did in our meeting on on Thursday, which is having a receptionist, a nurse, or a doctor asking questions to a patient, and then that patient answering those questions. Now, these visits will have some of the questions we practiced. And if you think about our meeting on why do I want to say Wednesday? Our meeting on Thursday. Some of these questions the receptionist asked were things like, what is your name? What is your family name? What is your address? What's the matter? How can I help you today? The receptionist also asked questions like, can I have your care card number? What is your family doctor's name? When have you last visited your doctor? Many questions like this. But in the medical appointments that you will watch, there will be other questions that either the doctor, the nurse, or maybe the receptionist ask. As you watch the videos, try to have a pen and some paper and listen for questions that doctors, nurses, and receptionists ask. Try to write the questions down. And when we meet on Tuesday, for those of you who can meet on Tuesday, we can talk about these questions and practice them. I think we will also spend some time working on speaking. I think Tuesday morning we can meet, and I'm thinking of having another afternoon chat session, either on Monday or perhaps on Wednesday, like 2 weeks ago, where we can just meet for people to chat, practice speaking, maybe talk about what they're doing, because I think that's very good practice. So today you will see some videos about people visiting doctors, receptionists, and talking about what's wrong with them, where they hurt, and what kind of help they need. So again, as you watch, if you hear a question that is different or new, maybe go back, listen again, see if you can write that question down, and we'll brainstorm more questions that doctors, nurses, receptionists might ask you. And of course, we want to keep practicing how to make an appointment, because when we do our speaking assessment, I'm thinking next week, Thursday or Friday, or maybe both days. The speaking assessment will be fairly, I'm not going to say easy. It's never easy, but it's not going to be something we haven't practiced. So most likely I will be the receptionist, or maybe I am Dr. Chipchera Bombeza, and you are my patient, and we will practice having an assessment where you have to talk to the doctor and describe your symptoms using, of course, some of the vocabulary we learned and present perfect. I end this little day's work. I posted a good amount of work because it is Friday, and I know people perhaps have more time so they can do more practice. So I posted a little bit more practice, including posting a new assignment. And maybe 2 weeks ago we practiced using the assignment tool. So you will see an assignment posted. Interesting assignment. Some people really do not like visiting doctors, hospitals. I don't like going to the dentist for whatever reason. So the question for the assignment is, are you afraid of going to a hospital, a dentist, and why? We haven't done a lot of work talking about paragraph writing and writing in general. October, we will focus a lot on paragraphs and what you need to have in a paragraph to be a good paragraph. But for now, you can just write an answer to that question about that's in the assignment, and you'll see that posted. So a little bit more practice and work on medical appointments and practicing how to talk about different things that are bothering you. What we will also do some work on is the names of different symptoms on Thursday. Why I want to say Wednesday. Some symptoms came up. Something like swollen. Maybe the word bruise. Cut. Maybe words like fever, cough. Some we've already talked about, nausea and vomit. So we will talk a bit more about common symptoms that people face. I think we had dizzy on Thursday. I feel dizzy. Maybe conditions like insomnia. What does the word insomnia mean? So when we go to the doctor, of course, and they begin talking about what's the matter, there's all these different symptoms and diseases that people have that we'll also talk a little bit about. So that's our post for today. I hope you have a good weekend. Listen to and watch some videos about people going to the doctor. Keep practicing that vocabulary about going to the doctor. And we will see you next week. Take care. Have a good weekend. I wonder, maybe in the space below, I usually have you talk about your plans for the weekend. Maybe this time, what I'm going to get you to do, again, as always, to be marked present, you need to make one comment. You need to like something and you need to complete the quiz. So maybe for today, in this comment to this video, you can think about this week. And I would like everyone, all students here, there's about 12 people coming regularly, 13 people. I want you to write down 3 sentences that tell us what you learned this week. Now, normally, a week is 7 days, and normally the week goes from Monday to Sunday. So that means this week is not over. So what tense do we use when we have a time period that is not finished? Simple past we use for something that begins and ends in the past. Simple present is a routine that we do all the time. Continuous is for an action that is ongoing, usually now, or perhaps in the future. Well, the tense we use to talk about a time period that is not over is present perfect. So, use present perfect to tell me about 3 things you have learned this week. Everybody in the comments. So we'll have a good weekend. Enjoy these visits to the doctor, and we will see you next week.